Hey, it's Nekia Nichelle, and a lot of testosterone in the building today. I got the crew, the Black Ink Chicago crew.
Come on, Don.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Van,
Nice
Ryan.
to meet you.
What's going on?
Nice to meet you. That's funny. So let's first of all talk about episode 1, where Van, you come back in all Van power, no holds bar.
Sometimes I just don't recognize my own strength. That's number one.
How? With the muscles popping out of your shirt. How? How?
I
How,
mean-
Sway?
How, man?
I move around swiftly for a guy that's 240.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Hey, little.
You felt a little out of the loop with what was going on at the shop,
I did.
and you had to let that be known.
If I wasn't go say it when nobody else go say it, or even deliver it the way I did.
Do you feel like everybody else felt the same way as you, though?
I don't know. I mean, you can ask this guy right here. Did you feel the same way I did?
No.
You didn't.
If I did, I'd be acting just like you.
He always play the middle, man. He
Yeah.
always do.
I mean, I get it, though. You know, I get both sides. You know what I mean? It's like playing tug of war with these guys. You know what I'm saying? I love them both, and I care about them, and I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Yeah, because emotions were really high and were flying. A lot of people saw episode 1, and they didn't necessarily agree with some of Ryan's choices. But Ryan,
I mean, I didn't always agree with Ryan's choices either. You know what I mean? It was about the communication that was first, and we didn't always get to address it at the time. You know what I'm saying?
right. And Ryan, you said that you learned, to be a better communicator. That was a huge
Yeah, I mean, like
hurdle.
I said, everybody learns something from the stuff that we go through, and I feel like, realizing what my fault was my level of communication, and I can own that, and realize that this is what I need to work on. Like I said, it wasn't just that. I mean, it's stuff that happened that allowed for me to have to do things by default. You know what I mean? Everything I did, what I felt was a reaction. You know what I mean? But they might have did something they felt was a reaction to me not communicating. So, I mean, it's a waterfall effect, and it happens. It's just that you got to be able to see where your faults are as opposed to just pointing the finger. I got the finger pointed at me a lot, you know what I mean? But ain't nobody want to see what they did. So it's just like, I can own mine. Can y'all own yours?
Do you think that people aren't owning up to their stuff?
I mean, most definitely. What you say? You said somebody said I pushed them out.
Yeah.
Like,
Some people, yeah.
you gotta own what it really is. You know what I mean? Did I push you out or did you leave? You know what I mean? You can leave and then say, "Oh, but I left because of this." I ain't gotta say nothing happened why I did something. You know what I mean? Do it because you make it your decision. You know what I mean? So like I said, it's more about owning your own faults, and I can sit here and say that my biggest fault was my communication. So.
What was your biggest fault?
I'm perfect. No.
Not admitting to your faults?
I think my biggest fault is every action deserves a reaction, but I'm just like action. Everything, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I see it, if I don't think it's, if I don't think I would agree with it, I'm going to, act on it right there, no matter what it is. That's my level of loyalty and respect. But I just think a lot of things that was going on throughout this season, I didn't agree with necessarily. And I felt that I definitely had the, earnings in this business to be able to do exactly what I did and how I did it. Everybody may have not agreed with it, but me and this guy are brothers. You know what I'm saying? We started that business together. We've been running that business when people decided to leave. I mean, I've always been by his side. Loyalty has never left me. You know what I'm saying? Even with our differences, I've always stood by his side.
How long has the business been that you guys been operating it together?
4 years.
It's been 4 years now.
Okay, so as long as the show.
Pretty
Kinda.
much.
Longer.
Well, yeah,
Longer.
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 Well, the business has been running for like 4 years. The show has been running for 3 years.
Right.
But we've been tattooing, for almost 10 years, and we've always been friends even before tattooing. Like I started tattooing, met Ryan, and he started tattooing. Like shortly after that, I was one of the inspirations to make, to make them want to do tattoos. He took it to a level of, taking it the traditional way where you get, taught how to do tattoos. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't take it that route. So he had a jump on me in that instance.
Okay. So
But,
where did you learn, or
I learned. I was pretty
you
much.
just did it on your own.
I learned. Not. I was kind of self-taught in a way, and I had a mentor by the name of D. He taught me. He was on a second episode. The second season. I'm sorry. I tattooed him, but he taught me how to do tattoos and gave me that. Gave me my first machines to work with, my first power machine to get into the business. And when he did that, he just kind of said, get on out there, do what you need to do. And I just kind of went off and just kind of found my own way and found my own lane. And I just drove it and never looked back ever since.
Now, what would you say Phor is your fault?
Really just realizing my position in NIMAG, know that I do have a big say-so. I play a big part to this team. And I think just stepping up. You know what I mean? That's all. Normally I'm just always kind of neutral, like whatever the guys want to do. I'm very supportive, but it's like, you know what? It's gonna take my energy too to help this, team get back together as one.
Okay. What have you put your energy towards that you were like, look, I'm putting my foot down. We ain't having none of that. I agree with this one, or I don't agree with you, or whatever.
I mean, honestly, to be honest with you, I think I'm really a big part of even why these guys are right here. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's true.
I've even, listened to both sides and just saying, man, y'all got to do this. We got to make it happen regardless. Like, no matter what's going to happen, we hurt each other. It's better that y'all get the energy out. You know what I'm saying? And they would do the same thing if it was vice versa.
I know that I used to have a business partner, and I know that when you get in situations where you fall out, it is really hard to make amends and try to come back together. Was that a challenge for either one of you, or were you like, nah, we brothers?
Like me, like, nah, we could be brothers and all that, but it's like these two guys are both like, what's the word I want to use?
Stubborn, headstrong?
They could be a little stubborn, but you know what it is? I don't even want to call it that. It's just more so it's like, you know what? Sometimes people just, everything like you go through don't have to necessarily get fixed. Sometimes it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And they want to both make moves and decisions on their own. You know what I'm saying? They can, but it's like that leaves me in a weird space when it's like, all right, well, who do I support? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to just go to the left when I mess with the right too. You know what I'm saying? I got to be able to bring it back together when I know what the real intention was from the beginning.
What about you or Ryan? Was it hard to put it aside and just say, look, we got to handle business? Or were you, your business is your family. If you don't have that, then how are you going to provide?
Well, that was the whole thing, because it allowed for me to have to look at, my situation like, okay, well, are we going to continue to run things, just as friends, family, free fall, or are we going to actually start running it as a business? And when you come up and you make a decision to do certain things like that, like I said, everybody's not going to agree because of what they used to. You know what I mean? So you see people, they'll point the fingers at me. Well, it used to be family, we used to be friends. Yeah, but that don't get business done. You know what I mean? So me wanting to take different initiatives to be able to make business get done, everybody not gonna agree. You know what I mean? And it'll put people against you. But you know what I mean? I knew what I felt had to be done, and seeing the reaction of people, you know what I mean, it made me do certain things, but also made me change certain stuff and for the better. So
now I know you might not agree with this, Ryan, but on episode 1, and some of the fans said it, as well as Charmaine. Well, no, was it episode 2? It's coming up, but she said that she feels that your girl Nicole is it her name Nicole?
That's my girl.
Rachel.
Oh, Rachel. Sorry. Has you? I'm getting names mixed up.
I know you don't watch the show like that.
Stop it. Look.
I'm playing.
That your girl Rachel has you on a tight leash, and that like her influence makes you make certain decisions. Do you believe that's true or not?
Well, like I said, Charmaine and Fresh Enough slippers, she know what a leash look like, so.
Wait.
In that same sense, I was just like,
Well, damn.
you gotta think about it. It's like, okay, well, she ain't you ain't never had no man. You happy to have one. You know what I'm saying? Nobody barely knew him, and then you speaking on my relationship. So, and I feel like anybody, like I said, people will look for the negative in anything. You know what I mean? So, me having a woman that is advising me to do what's best for me as opposed to what I've been doing. What I've been doing is what's best for everybody else, and not doing what I needed to do for myself first. I've been pouring from an empty glass for a long time. Mm-hmm. So a woman advising me not to be spiteful towards anybody else, but somebody who loved me, trying to tell me to do better for myself, as opposed, like, You know what I mean? That's just, if you can't comprehend that, you don't know nothing. You ain't in love. You over there in lust. You ain't got nobody looking out for you that way. So
Calm down, man. Calm down.
to comment on it, you know what I mean? To comment on it is like, all right, well, what do you even know? You know what I'm saying? I think Charmaine been with her guy like 6 months. They live together and all that. I got 15 years with this woman. Know me inside and out, and she know what I'm going to mess up on, what I'm going to do, and telling me, hey, you need to get your stuff together. You know what I mean? So somebody like, that's family. If I'm sitting here telling my brother, hey, you need to get your stuff together, forget what you think you're doing, somebody that love you, that care about you, and advise you to do better for yourself is not wrong. Whether they think it's a leash or not, like, no, man, I'd rather have this woman behind me telling me what's going on than some phony friend at work talking behind my back saying this, that, and the other. So
Yeah, and that's a lot that goes on that I notice, a lot of talking behind backs instead of just saying what you feel. So that's why I respect you, Van, even though it's not the appropriate, well, what I would deem the appropriate way.
Right.
yeah, that's the only way we know.
Sometimes, but no, I do know this. Sometimes you do have to do the turn up in order for people to hear, like, really know
Yeah.
that you're serious. Because
That's what it was, right?
I didn't really come from a white collar background. You know, I come from the streets. My mom taught me just to go out there and go get it the best way you know how. Seeing fit, my art took me to a level of, expertise right now. So I just know what I was fighting for. It was a true story. Everything that you see on television, you're going to see it in, like I said, 45 minutes. And that's just going to be maybe 5 minutes of me saying whatever I got to say. You're not going to see the reconciliation over time. Every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. So maybe my story won't even be perceived the right way until the end of the season. But that's fine with me. As long as I go on that television screen, I put out everything is real in my life. And if they see it and perceive it a certain way, I can sit back and tell my mom, you know what? This is what you've raised. And she'll say, you know what, I love you, son. Go do what you got to do. Go do it again.
yeah, because when I saw you rip up the poster, I was like, damn, that was kind of harsh. But
Yeah, we supposed to do that tour together. I ripped that poster up because Ryan was on it by himself. Simple as that.
yeah, I mean, hey, that's why I said I might not have done that, but I respect you because you let it be known and you're not fake about it. You like
at all.
right in your face, rip it out, on your couch.
I was on the other side of the table. Don't get it messed up. It was the other side of the table.
Dang, you gotta get all technical. Now, Phor, I really want to congratulate you on your music career. You're making big moves.
Thank
What's
you.
next though for that? Because you go high and then you got to keep it up there.
Well,
I got to show it.
first
Chuck E. Cheese.
I actually got 2 shows coming up actually right now in August. I'm doing the car and bike show with 92.3, and I'm doing home turf with WGCI with Twister. So that's coming up. And then on the back end, radio just picked up my new single. It's in heavy rotation right now on 92.3. I didn't really even think I was even gonna get back on radio. I just had a single that was playing about maybe 8 months ago on radio that was doing pretty
And it's
well.
a hit.
And it's a hit, and it's just like, far as, and you got to think in Chicago, they a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah,
A
no,
lot
I
of people
know.
don't want to. It's
Support.
the support is different. So to
Right.
have radio behind me, you know what I'm saying, is and as big as that machine is a blessing. You know what I mean? And it didn't come from no money and none of it. Just true talent, and it's like if it's a good song, it's a good song. You know what I mean? So that's a blessing to have.
That is a blessing. Now, are you trying to expand though outside?
Of course. You know what I mean? Like I said, this is only the,
Beginning.
It's only the beginning. I'm saying I always like, reinventing myself and staying relevant. So it's like I'm always gonna keep working and pushing myself to the best I could be.
Yeah, I really admire what you're doing, because it's hard.
And I had a video shoot yesterday that was really, really nice.
you did?
Yeah, the
Definitely
police
was.
shut
It's
it
very
down.
successful.
Yeah, it was very
Why?
successful. I mean, it just, you got to think when you
Black men out.
it's a lot. Yes, it's a lot of us out there supporting it. You know what I mean? It's just like,
Right.
you go get complaints. You know what I'm saying?
It
Neighbors.
was the middle
whatever,
of a residential area.
Yeah,
too.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, it
So
was?
yeah, I had did it where I had did it in my hood where I grew up at. So it's like I had a lot of love and people come out and come together and support it. And it's just like something that, if you don't inform the neighbors and this and that, of course you go get a complaint. But that was cool. If you ain't making no noise, you ain't doing
Was it
nothing
a
right.
big production? Like, who shot it?
It's actually his name is Aze Production.
Okay.
He's a well-known director.
Okay. So when is that gonna be released?
Probably second week August. It's actually to the song that's on the radio spinning now. It's called Shot Town.
Okay. What hood are you from?
I'm from 87 in Avalon.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. The Chatham area or
No, not Chatham.
Avalon Park.
Avalon Park.
Avalon Park? Oh, okay. Okay.
My
okay.
daddy from Avalon Park.
Oh,
Yeah. My daddy got taught.
82nd Avenue.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, my dad's from.
He had
the
this hair back
Gardens,
then
so-
too.
I love.
No, that's not.
I mean, it is what it is. You can't,
It's
you
not.
know,
It's
help where
not.
you come from.
Okay, so we
I'm from the suburbs too now. 4 years too, you know.
I moved
Well,
to
We got the best of both worlds.
Well, yeah, so did I, because I wasn't raised in the.
Yeah, I actually, we actually, you know, just to touch up on the back end, we actually got, you know, evicted, and I had to move to the suburbs. You know what I'm saying?
What suburb?
Where did I stay? Calumet City. But I went to-
Everybody from
yeah.
the city get evicted and got to move to Riverdale or Dalton to Calumet
Where
City.
where did you move to? What, Richardson Park?
Damn.
No.
No way.
That far?
I ain't that suburb.
Don't listen.
I just
Y'all-
asked
you
you what
low
the
key
fuck?
judging me
'cause
because
my suburb
I
ain't
was
in
raised
Sedgwick.
in Crete.
But I just know he ain't coming.
Money, Cream Money.
That far.
Yeah, I went to
That's like
Creek
the
Money.
200s.
Huh?
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
I mean that's what it was. You know, you get it. I didn't been evicted from a bunch of places back then. You know, then so I left 67. We went to Riverdale, Dalton, Cal City. You know, you get a little bit more money, boom, we moved to South Holland. You know what I'm saying? That's how I went to school out in the burbs. You lose that money, move back to the city. You know what I mean? So
Just life, you know what I mean? But
Right.
it teaches you something, you know, no matter how bad it hurts.
Well, you guys are all learning something this season, though.
Oh, definitely.
y'all gonna learn something too.
Yeah, too bad. I mean, I was kind of
Unfortunately,
you and these little hidden,
No, because it's really that.
you don't
though.
understand. It's crazy.
like Ryan. You say hidden things though.
Yeah, I'm not hiding. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Okay,
It's
what?
gonna be crazy and
Can I
like
get a little scoop?
It's gonna be crazy.
You gotta watch it.
it's gonna be crazy.
You gotta watch
Don't
You
it.
know
miss
what?
it.
I
That's the
noticed
thing.
that guys' definition of crazy is different from females.
Okay,
Like,
this is crazy though. Maybe this is bigger than girl crazy though.
look, you and this girl crazy. I think you just like saying the word crazy.
I mean, it's crazy, ain't it?
This is actually
It's nuts.
loco.
Loco,
It's
psycho.
loco?
Loco.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
This is
This,
bananas.
this is the season. This is the season. That's what I must say.
But you all have learned something this season, though.
Sure.
Oh, definitely. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
And
You know
you're
what we
gonna
learned
keep
this
grow-
season? Me personally,
What?
that family is everything. And overall, you know what I'm saying, well, no matter what you go through, family, you know what I'm saying, if you call yourself family, if you loyal, that will bring that bond back to where it once was.
I learned something too.
What?
Family is everything, but everybody ain't family.
Oh,
So
you ain't learned nothing.
I learned that.
ABC.
I learned this. No, there you go. This is where I go. This is where I go. I learned that there's no I in team. You know what I mean? And we stronger as a unit. I must say.
Yeah. Keep it going, please, as a unit, and stop the fighting.
Well, if we wasn't fighting, you guys wouldn't be watching.
No, I would watch.
So you'd rather see us? You would rather see us in?
We
a boxing,
don't be
like a boxing
trying to
ring.
fight. That's
Yeah,
the
that's the
thing.
thing.
Like we never
I
tried
was just
to
going
fight.
there and trying to just knock things over. I just, you know, certain things tick me off, and you know, maybe we gotta throw on the gloves to kind of, you know.
You're ticking me off.
Did you throw them dice to tick him off, though?
He didn't
I
even
was
throw dice. He
trying to
threw
piss him
chips
off,
at
but
me.
Piss
you
him
know
off.
what? He was
Trying to bet,
ignoring
though. He
me.
was trying to bet too, though.
So,
So sometimes it's not saying anything is better than saying something. And
but
then-
guess what you said earlier? I was drunk. So
Oh yeah, drank.
you know what? It was like he was ignoring me. So I'm like, all right.
He didn't even give me no shout out. What
He
I was gonna
turned-
turn around for? I'm like, man, what is he? He
Yeah,
mentioned
that
my
was
name.
a little shady.
Exactly.
That
It's
was
like
shady.
perfect. All right,
Right,
cool.
That was
Catch this back,
intentional
my
too.
man.
That was intentional too, Ryan. That was a little. That was a little mean. Can you say? That
You know
was
what?
A little mean. A little mean, Ryan.
I'm not even gonna say that.
Hey, disrespectful is what you are.
Fuck your couch, nigga. It's like one of them. Like, no, but I hope the best.
You know
for
why? Because I
Why?
saw him there, and he walked in, he looked at me, and then he had the Zorro hat on, and he looked the other way. So I'm like, all right, he gonna ignore me.
Trying to clown you.
You know, he gonna ignore me, so I ignored him.
Zorro
what I mean?
hat though.
I should have took that Zorro hat off and sliced that motherfucking neck.
You should have come loud him.
Zorro hat. That was a little dig.
So
but
yeah, I threw the chips because I was making the speech thanking everybody, and then he had his
he
back
did,
turned.
He did turn his back, which was a little like.
So no, I didn't acknowledge him. He was right there. So then I was like, all right, you want to keep betting? So I started throwing shit. Throw me a bet.
Yeah,
I
so-
wasn't throwing him at
So
him.
you see that it was
But I mean,
clearly
it was
his fault.
bouncing. It
But
bounced
no,
in
with his back
vicinity.
turned, it would feel like I'm trying to throw it at you and miss it. So you know what I mean.
So,
If there's
so
already
this
some,
should clearly tell you
some-
that wasn't my fault.
you see.
I was egging it
and
on,
me
but-
and him hadn't even talked for a while before that happened. You know what I
Right,
mean?
so there was a build up, and then you
Oh,
throwing
yeah.
little things.
Then the TV
like,
show that was like real quick. He did that
I was
mess
throwing
in
for
like
a minute.
for about at least a good 5 minutes, just throwing chips over the table. I'm
Right.
like, man, if one more chip go to
goes
this
into-
table.
right.
I'm picking up a whole rack of it and I'm throwing it directly at him.
And
What's up here?
yeah, that was a little, but I mean, again, that was a learning experience.
Learning experience, definitely. That
You
was
know.
early on too. Like that was.
Yeah,
Right.
you ain't
that
seen
was-
nothing
that
yet.
was- that's nothing compared to what's to come.
Yeah, and I kind of am getting this idea that
Wait till
there's going to be
tonight.
some changes, somebody's exiting.
It's a lot of changes.
You go see.
Somebody don't want to tell me. It's okay.
Well,
Y'all not like people think because they see from the previews what they got a gist of what's gonna happen this season. It's stuff that y'all can't even see. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I'm leaving right now.
No. Throw us down. No, I'm just playing. No,
I
but
gotta say this. I'm sorry.
Okay, say it,
It's just
please.
a quick shout out to my manager and my assistant will kill me if I don't say it. Chicago Gorilla is a clothing line that me and my close
you
friend started.
behind it?
Yeah, Miss Mia and my homie Soraka.
I know him. The body.
Yeah, your ass jitted up.
shout out
Yeah.
Soraka.
He's swole, but he's gonna be on my Man Crush Monday series
Dope,
that I was
dope,
telling y'all
dope. He
about.
deserved that. He
When
deserved that.
When I finally get a hold of him,
He's a busy guy.
In the gym.
He's
Yeah.
You can find him in the
I know
gym
all
for
the
sure.
He body built now,
Yeah,
so he
definitely.
competing
Yeah.
and winning.
So shout out
Yeah,
to
no.
Ciroc. He just got his pro card, but I was saying it to say
yeah.
I just opened up a
Say
clothing store, for the brand. So now I'm a business owner, and it's right in 2150 Canal Port in the lofts that we work in, and the business on the 3rd floor, Suite 3B10. So come shop at Chicago Gorilla and ChicagoGorilla.com.
Okay, so you guys are you still?
We
doing,
still together. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not leaving NAMAC. Do it look like I was left off NAMAC?
We'll
Well,
see.
you have all this gear on and not the 9 mag.
We'll see.
Well, yeah, I wear NAMAC to sleep.
See?
Stay woke.
It's
Shots.
tattooed on me.
Stay
That's what I'm
woke.
saying.
Oh, okay. But can I get a shirt though? Do you
course.
guys have a female one? Where
Yeah, I have
can
female.
show a little.
Female and male and
Yeah.
kids.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay, yeah, I need to get one and support. I'll definitely
You
support.
gotta come down
so
there
if
and
I
grab
get a T-shirt or something like that. I need to get the exclusive though. Like
Yeah, I'm not
that'd
gonna
be
give
a
you
good-
one of this laying on the right. I mean, the Chicago Gorilla is a custom shop, so you can actually go inside there and you can get your shirt made on the spot. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
so
To match
happy
whatever.
for him because I knew when he started doing that,
No,
but I didn't know you.
Me.
Oh, you
No.
started. See?
no, he started it, but
Oh, okay.
eventually, I took over. To be in. I took over the business and I stepped up. You know what I'm saying? So. I took the initiative to open a business, everything out of my own pocket. I didn't
Nice.
ask for any help. I did it, and we running the business pretty efficiently. We just did a grand opening. It was a great turnout. We sold out
And I didn't
all of
get
our
an
customers.
invite, though.
Well, we didn't formally
that-
know each other at
yeah,
that
okay.
time, but we
But-
know each other now. So
yeah.
you're invited to the next one. It's gonna be very soon too. Another
Okay.
opening.
All right. Well, I'll be there, and I want to get a shirt too. I like this glitter, so I
Thank
want
you.
something like that for female.
Got you.
So please, I'll come through, and,
sure.
and I'll purchase and support. And
Thank
then
you.
I need to support and get a tattoo soon, so I'll do that too
Most definitely.
by one of y'all's.
No, let's do it.
He in
Get
Chicago
it
with
all.
us,
Get it
so
all.
All three of us.
This is
Doing
crazy.
one tattoo? No, thank you, sir.
Yeah, get a collective. That's what 9 Mag's supposed to be.
I barely got this tattoo. Like I'm squeamish, and Ryan said he don't like squeamish clients.
You just get. You
No,
should.
neither
You
one
should
of us
just
do.
buy black. That's all. You didn't buy black when you did
Yeah,
that.
I almost passed out.
Did a brother do it?
You should have bought black.
Why we keep asking that question?
Because you should have bought black.
Because I could tell a brother didn't do it because you don't want to just say, yeah, brother did.
Yeah,
Buy black.
no,
Tom.
but I'll definitely support y'all, and we gotta when season 3, because you said it's longer episodes this season, but if there's a point where some drama pops off, I will hit up Deanna
There is no if.
or somebody. Oh, there is no if. Okay, when it happens, please answer phones and don't
Most
act
definitely.
brand new. Okay.
For sure.
Well, it was great talking to y'all.
Thanks for having
Thank
me.
you.
Too.
Turn into season 2 tonight.
Season 3.
I mean, season 3,
Episode two.
episode 2. That's what I'm
There
gonna
you
say.
go.
Season 3, episode 2 tonight. What is it?
Black Ink Crew Chicago.
No, I know the name of the
VH1,
show.
VH1 the network.
No, I know.
8/7 Central.
Thank you, Ryan. 8/7 Central. All right.
1 HV.
I cannot stand y'all.